Hi, I'm Jamie Catania of Shovel the Sidewalk. We're a marketing firm in Buffalo, New York, building brands and creating advertising for small businesses. And we utilize the power of authentic storytelling. That's why we came out with Sidewalk Talk. It's a way for business owners, thought leaders, and entrepreneurs to share stories of inspiration, motivation, and education. And today, I have one of the co-founders of Kiss by the Sun Spices, a local company in Buffalo, New York, Rick Fickhesen. Rick, appreciate you being on the show. How's everything going?
Things are going well. Trying to keep my sanity. Thanks again for having me on. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So your company, you guys provide spices, and in a world that we're living in right now where people are either used to fast food or just want quick meals, this is a way for them to kind of experiment and really add some flavor to what they're doing. How did you guys come up with the concept of Kiss by the Sun Spices?
Yeah, so our product line, we have 9 different flavors right now, so it's a pretty simple product line, but our differentiator really wanted to be all-purpose and all-natural. So a lot of our competitors will use caking agents and are really only designed for certain types of food, so every one of our blends can be used on meat, seafood, veggies, and my mom came up with it about 15 years ago. She's the master blender. But that was the origin of it. Kind of let people get creative when they cook, just with one blend that can go on anything.
That's awesome. And, you came up with this idea, or your mother came up with this idea, and, your help run it, and it's a family thing. What are some of the obstacles that you've went through with, being an entrepreneur and having a business in Western New York, and especially during this crazy time that we're living through right now? What are some of those challenges that you faced with and how you overcame them?
Yeah, sure. So it's pretty interesting because the business started as primarily kind of grassroots, and we did mostly festivals and different events in Buffalo, in Western New York. So we've been at it for quite some time, and just recently, I would say in the last 2 or 3 years, as I kind of started getting more involved in my entrepreneurial journey, we started to invest more into the e-commerce and website side of the business and social media. So like a lot of things, it started very naturally, kind of mom and pop thing at your local farmer's market. But once we were able to kind of validate our product with lots of customers at the events coming back, we it kind of steered it towards more of an e-commerce thing, which has been, well, it's been a journey to say the least, lots of ups and downs. But, with this outbreak and COVID and everything happening, it's really kind of forced us now to put really 90% of our energy and focus into that. So we're trying to find the silver lining and really perfect our content that we're putting out in terms of videos, recipes, things like that. So it's something where, you can either take a look at the situation and say there's nothing I can do, or you can take advantage of it. So that's what we're trying to do best we can.
Absolutely. I mean, right now, this is a crazy time for everybody, and thank goodness we have the power of technology to be able to connect with our audience. We're big on storytelling. It's about, the people behind the company, not necessarily the company. And,
Yeah,
with you understand, marketing and the power of video. What have you, I want you to explain a little bit more about these videos that you're creating. Are they meant for, to introduce people to getting into cooking, or is it taking it to the next level, or is it everything? What's the videos all about?
So, really we launched our YouTube page, I would say a month ago now. So, really the purpose of the videos is kind of our top funnel, so to speak, in terms of trying to get new customers, and providing value to our current customers with just kind of easy, simple, fun recipes. So we just did a Kentucky fried cauliflower for some of our vegan customers, but they're all kind of very simple, creative, fun. And we're filming them in that kind of very social media friendly format, kind of like the tasty videos. But really the main objective of those is to introduce our brand to new customers. So, you know, I've used social media a lot, but really leveraging the tool with video has, even in the last month, been pretty crazy. I've seen, you know, almost 10 times the normal reach on my Facebook posts than I normally see with the video. So again, it's just providing value to the customer, give them free stuff. Here's something that you can make at home that you can use, and we'll go for the sale later on down the funnel.
Sure. I mean, it's about providing value, and it's deposits before withdrawal. So by you providing this information, people are going, okay, they know what they're doing. They know what they're talking about. Plus, I mean, what you're providing is a healthy alternative. Like, what's some of the things that you've learned about and like spices that are sold at the store versus like what you're providing right now? Maybe some people don't know the difference of the spices.
Yeah, for sure.
Go more into that.
You know, a lot of our competitors, like I said, they'll use a lot of caking agents. So you'll notice this if you have a blend that's been in your cupboard for a little bit, it starts to get a little like chunky. So we try to skip all that. So all natural, all organic, no artificial ingredients. But really the obstacle that most people will face is, a lot of recipes will call for a lot of spices. So rosemary, garlic, oregano, thyme, ginger root. You know, their only alternative is to go and get each individual spices. Now, rosemary is a popular one, but if I buy ginger root by itself, it's probably not getting used that much. So kind of what we found is really just make tasty stuff, but allow people to add like 10 different flavors in one step. So just what comes to mind, we just did a post, like American cheeseburger triangles are like fun little pockets. It's made with our sizzling steak. So rather than the customer or, the recipe maker needing to go to get salt and pepper and garlic and red pepper and caraway seeds and all these different ingredients, they can just add it in one step with one of our blends. So that's kind of the idea behind it.
That's very convenient for people, and especially for somebody like me. I don't know a lot about cooking, but to have something where I can just like go to and completely change the way something is going to taste. Like, for example, I remember I think it was like a garlic Parmesan or garlic, correct me if I'm wrong. I got it a while ago at the Allentown Art Festival.
Oh, the garlic and herbs.
Yes, the garlic and herbs. And something as simple as that can change, like, I don't know, an omelet or vegetables. So it's a game changer for people to really experiment without having to go, hey, I got to get this, and this, and never use it again.
We've had a lot of keto people seems to be popular, because they got to make, a lot of meat and stuff like that. But definitely vegans and vegetarians, one of our bigger things, because it can be challenging to make vegetables a little bit more fun. But good stuff. They just want to make it tasty, all-purpose, and then low sodium is the other big thing that we've seen a lot of. So a lot of people aren't supposed to have a lot of salt. So all of our blends are no sodium or low, which is cool too.
That's huge, especially for, what comes to mind is, I might be mispronouncing, but there are people that have like Meniere's disease where they get like the vertigo and they can't have as much sodium.
Yeah, high blood pressure is one. Yeah,
So that's cool that you guys keep that in mind. Like it's a healthy alternative. It's organic, it's fresh, and it's made locally. What's in store right now for you guys? Like what's next for Kissed by the Sun Spices? You got anything coming up?
Yeah. So, on the 16th in May, we're doing a food drive. So we just wanted to do something to give back to the community a little bit. So we partnered with legislator Janine Vinyl. She's a community figure in our area here in Amherst. So we're doing a big food drive on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2. All the proceeds are going to go to Feed More WNY, which is like the food bank and Meals on Wheels combined now. We're hoping people will come. They can bring food. It's all contactless, so they can just stay in their car. We'll take it right out of their car. And we're also raising money for that in the GoFundMe page. But other than that, we're just going to be, looking to put out more content, more recipes, more fun stuff, and hopefully get back to some of the shows and events we normally do once things start to return to normal here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's about being with a community and showing them up close and personal
Mm-hmm.
of how you guys do what you do. We're going to wrap it up in a second, but I'm hoping to have you share, for those out there that are looking to maybe become an entrepreneur or may not know what they want to do yet. Maybe they want to get into food, and they're taking a different journey. What's your tips? What's some of your advice for those that are looking to take that next step?
For sure. Definitely, if you're early on in the process, I think, validate your idea or your product. And there's no better way to do that, either with social media or really at events. And that's how we started. So, I encourage anybody who wants to start working from themselves and doing that kind of thing to maybe take advantage of some of these events, because I've known so many businesses that were able to kind of fine tune and tweak what it is that they wanted to offer by what better than talking and trying to sell your product to people in person. So that's a huge takeaway that I would encourage people to do before they invest too much too early on.
That's very big right there. For somebody that wants to reach out to you, either you directly or maybe check out the spices, what's the best way for somebody to reach out to you?
Yeah, so everything is up on our website about the food drive, our online shop, all our social media links, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all right on our website. So it's kissbythesunspiceco.com, but if you just Google Kiss by the Sun, you'll find it. So we encourage you to check us out. It'd be awesome.
Absolutely. Rick, appreciate you being on the show. Great stuff. It's awesome that you guys are giving back to the community. Really looking forward to the event. I'll make sure that there's a link in the description for those viewing on YouTube. Good luck with everything. I really appreciate your time.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me on. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So for those listening, watching, you can stream all of our podcasts by visiting shovelthesidewalk.com. We're on Spotify, YouTube, and all major streaming players. If you have a story to share, feel free to reach out. We have a contact form right on the site, shovelthesidewalk.com. We love having people sharing stories of inspiration. So don't hesitate to reach out. Rick, thanks again. And this has been Sidewalk Talk.